This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
We're good? Okay.
Good, man. You're recording all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Y'all have fun?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I know I will.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I'm super excited to have these next guests on the show because I haven't had a couple in a really, really long time. I don't know why the couples are sleeping on Andrew G, but whatever. They're not sleeping with me, that's for damn sure, because we're past that time. We're past that time, okay? And I'm tired of everybody trying to invite me in their home. Anyway, that's a separate conversation. We're gonna keep it cute. So listen, you guys, I want to encourage you guys to like, share, and subscribe to this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, huge shout out to Matt, who's producing this episode of The Public Affair at Rogue Media Network. And before we continue, I'm going to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabanez with Linear Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office and continues to do so as long as he's been sponsoring the show for at least 5 years. All right, listen, he is the guy that you want to call if you don't know how to buy a house, you don't know how to sell your house, you don't know what the process is like. He's going to make sure that you're involved in every single aspect of the process, step by step. That's why he's the #1 sales agent at Linear Real Estate. He's truly the best. He's the GOAT. Make sure you guys give him a call. Number on the screen. Habla Español. David Santabanez, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Anika Armstrong, where Armstrong's Bayou Cafe and Bayou Po' Boys. Oh my goodness, guys, I love it. It's the best Creole food here in Central Texas, and I will throw hands with anybody that disagrees because it simply is. I did not like Cajun food until I got Armstrong's Bayou Cafe, serving the most authentic Cajun cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and so much more. My favorite is absolutely any pasta that you guys can get there, and make sure you guys check her out at Union Hall, Union Grove, or book the food truck and ask for catering services as well. Armstrong's Bayou Cafe, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Blue Star RV Services with my boy Manny Guerrero. Listen, he's a mobile RV tech who can fix all travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, RVs, food trucks. We're so tired of going to the food trucks and it doesn't work. Call Blue Star RV Services no matter where you are, no matter what time of the day it is. They're going to go out there and going to make sure the issue is resolved so that way your rig is up and running. He deals with the warranty company so you don't have to at all just pay the small service fee, and him and his team got it. Blue Star RV Services, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to our friends, Jesse and Tanya Sotomayor with Lucas Pizzeria, right? Their Waco and Belmead's new brunch spot. It's giving brunch. Oh, actually, we ran into each other there the other day, and I told Jimmy, get your ass on the show. I was a little bit drunk when I walked in, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit drunk. They're a family-friendly restaurant in Belmead offering delicious brunch from breakfast pizza, French toast, and bottomless mimosa. Isn't it great? Yes. It's so phenomenal. Make sure you guys go check out brunch over there, 3125 Belmead Drive, Thursday to Monday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and dinner on Fridays and Saturdays from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. The New York style pizza's given.
Bottomless mimosas.
Hello. Okay, I love it. Lucas Pizzeria, thank you so much for all you do for me in The Public Affair. And of course, I'm not going to go on without thanking the Texas car plug at University Mazda Kia, my boy Jeff Davis. Hit him up to get the best deal on a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. Listen, don't worry about what your credit looks like. Don't worry about if it's not crediting. Don't worry about if your finances are not financing. He's going to make sure he gets you rolling off the lot in something super spiffy. Brand new, used, whatever's on the lot, he's got you. Jeff Davis is going to get you the best deal no matter what. Jeff, thank you so much for all you do for me in The Public Affair. I truly, truly appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit him up with the number on the screen. All right, guys, like I said, I'm super excited to have these next guests onto the show. Now, we added one of them just very, very last minute, but I'm a professional, darling. I'm a professional, okay? And I kind of low-key, I was low-key prepared. I was like, why would we do that, right? You guys, I'm so excited because I've been trying to get Jimmy on the show for quite a long time, and then we had to reschedule because he had a baby. Okay, he did. He had a baby. Like, hello, what was I supposed to do?
Like my fifth one.
Well, I had the baby. He was just there on his phone.
Facts.
I contributed.
He
I contributed.
Was he on Snapchat?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Probably texting.
That's how it started.
You guys, without further ado, Anna, I'm sorry. You know I had to throw that in there because you.
No, that's fine. We talk about.
I talk about everything.
Oh,
I
really?
think, like,
Okay.
people, we get around people,
Yeah.
and, like, we talk about, like, things that we fight, or, like,
We barely fight, though. It's like,
we
that
barely
right?
fight.
I think
Is
we
that
have
right?
three fights in like 5 years.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think sometimes, like, when we talk about things, people are like, oh, like, and then they start, like, they let loose, and they're like, oh, well, he, you know.
Yeah, well, because
So
you
we're
know,
just really open.
the thing is, Anna. Well, first of all, welcome, Jimmy Imeri. Oh my God, I butchered your last
Jimmy
name.
Imeri, that's
Oh, it is
perfect.
Imeri.
Yeah,
Okay,
Imeri.
and Anna Cecilia Imeri here on The Public Affair. Hello. Okay, and your family owns Barris.
Yes.
And I love Barris.
Thank you,
So,
thank
so congratulations to you and all the success of the restaurant. Okay, now back to the relationship. So, no, you know, Jimmy's in his prime, Anna, right? And we're
Yeah.
rather, are we the same age? I'm in my 30s.
No, we're not.
You're younger, so
I'm
you're younger than even me, girl. How are you keeping this old ass man in line? Hello.
He's childish. So
Really?
I think like mentally, I
She's
may be
mad because I'm
older.
younger than her.
Are you? Is that
At
right?
heart, oh, yeah.
Listen, I like my men 40 years older than me too. So okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
I'm almost there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I just
Was
turned
it?
50.
Was it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it different for you dating somebody older? Or have you always been for somebody older? I hope that's not a disrespectful question. We're from New York. We don't get offended.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Hello.
we don't have
Okay.
infinite. I don't know. I think I prayed for it for so long to find somebody like super mature.
Okay.
And then God was like, okay, fine, have this
She
old
gave me
ass
a
man.
childish mature man.
Is that right? Okay. Wait. So you met? Were you working at Barris? Is that correct?
Oh,
So
we
I
didn't
was
even, like-
working. I
Oh.
was working at halftime as a door
when
girl.
I first met her.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
And he would
Okay.
come in and he would be like,
I'd pay her no mind.
yeah, he'd
Was
be
that
like,
right?
these people are with me. Come on, let them in. And
Are you one of those?
Yeah.
Goodness. Anyway.
But
go
I'm
ahead.
like, I'm very outgoing and fun, so like I always have a party, a crowd.
I hope that when we go out for brunch, I'm in that little
Yeah, of
entourage
course, of course.
I'm with you.
And he
Okay.
would never
You'll
tip
know
me.
my circle.
He would
'cause-
not.
No.
Bro.
To the dog girl, like you know what I'm saying?
You're so, hello, but that. What,
Give her a
what,
job. What, like,
what are you paying her? $5 an hour at best, bitch.
she's a girl. You know they get paid more
They
than
were-
we do.
Oh,
Be
I guess-
honest. You go to a bar, you know, girl bartenders, girl servers, girl door girls
They
get
probably
more
get the
than
most
guys.
tips.
Yes.
Anna,
But
can you
people
attest?
used to tip me all the time.
Yeah.
And like for him to just be like, oh, all these 10 people are with me and like
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
even look at me.
she's
I would
not-
just be like, what a dude.
She's not talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the $1,000 tab I had at the bar.
Hello.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with that tab. I got no money
That was
from
his little
that.
friend.
It's not
wasn't
my
it?
fault that they
Hello-
don't
okay.
tip share with the door girl. You know, I didn't know this.
But if it's $1,000 tab, how much were they tipping her?
I don't know.
What you
I
mean?
tipped the
Those are your
bartender.
people.
It's a lot.
Okay.
I tipped
So
He does.
I
Does
know-
he?
yeah.
Okay.
I know what he
I'm a
tips.
big
So I'm
tipper.
like, you couldn't tip me $5 when you were.
Jimmy, stop playing games with me, bro.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like I really thought she was young and somebody's daughter.
Okay.
So I didn't want to disrespect by giving her some.
No,
money.
I understand. But she was old enough to work at your bar, so stop playing
Not
games.
mine. It's my brother's bar.
Oh, your brother's bar. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a felon. I can't own a bar.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
So, like, you know.
So we just say what you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I got you. No, wait. Speaking of tipping, I did have a meeting with you at Barris right before your son was born, and I hope you tipped my waitress.
I did.
because I did not know that you were going to comp the meal,
Yeah.
and I was like so
He's like,
humiliated.
I have a credit
don't.
card.
I don't. All I have is
tip
my
him.
credit
You're
card.
good.
I was like, you better have tipped her. I'm not. I'm gonna ask her.
I always
if you
tip
didn't,
good,
I'm
always.
gonna smack
Oh,
you.
and they'll tell
You can
us.
ask any bartender in Waco. and they'll
Our
tell you.
waitresses would be like, are they gonna tip us then?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, because they're your friends.
Yeah.
Do you find that challenging sometimes? Having to take over the family restaurant, right? And
I
the
honestly,
friends.
like,
yeah.
no, I can draw the line. Like,
Okay.
I find my own friends, but
Really?
But it takes a minute. It takes me a while. Like I give more warnings than I would a normal person.
Okay, gotcha.
But I treat everybody equal.
Sure.
I don't treat you like just because you're a worker.
Right.
Like you're less than the person that
Okay.
Like I give respect to all of them.
But you
And
didn't.
she
You
knows-
didn't tip Anna at the door.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so what? at that moment in my life,
Yeah, okay.
I literally just did like 180 days in Highway 6 for some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I just got out. Mm-hmm. My girl I was with for like 10 years at the time moved back to Chicago.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
going through shit.
You were going through some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So like I was out trying to just be a hoe and
Hello.
not worried about, and this is a true story.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just looking to move on.
I got you. I got you.
And I cut my ex off because I felt like her attention
Yeah.
spread.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I wasn't even focused on it because she looked really young at the
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
So I wasn't really paying no mind to her.
Right.
So to me, I'm used to walking into the bars and not paying because I spend a lot of money every bar I go to.
I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the bougiest I get with my career. I'm not gonna lie. I don't do lines.
Yeah, I know,
And
you
I'm
don't-
not paying to walk into no motherfucking
wait.
place.
I don't like to wait.
I don't. Me neither. Is that a New York thing?
I guess so.
I guess so.
I walk up-
We're impatient as fuck.
I
I'm
go
sorry.
to the bar.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, she'll tell you. I go out of town
Yeah.
and I walk up to the bartender without even getting a drink, and
he'll tip
I'll
him
give him
$100.
$100.
So they could take care of you.
So I
yeah.
don't ever have
Yeah,
to wait.
perfect.
I go
Okay.
anywhere. Dallas, New York, Austin,
Listen,
$100
we
off the bat.
went to, and I've told this story 100 times on the show already, but my friend Leslie had a birthday. We celebrated her birthday a few years ago. We ended up going to Warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, and they were $5 cover at the door, and I was like, I don't do covers. That's
don't
the
either.
bougiest I will
Yeah,
ever be.
no.
I don't feel that. Listen, and maybe you guys can attest because you both worked
won't
at
do it.
bars.
I won't pay a
Yeah,
cover.
We don't ever pay
What the
anywhere
hell
we
is the
go.
point? Unless I guess if you're like under 21.
No, but I can
like,
understand, under 21,
Yeah.
or if
If you're not gonna buy
if you know they
beer.
don't buy drinks. But they know when I
Listen.
go in there, my tab's high.
Yeah, I guess. Listen, when I go out drinking, the intent is to drink.
Exactly.
Now, don't get me
exactly.
wrong. I'm all about brunch. I'm not about to go. When y'all saw me
Yeah.
drunk on Sunday,
Yeah.
that was the first time I was drinking since February.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit. But no, I don't find it so. I just do not find it necessary to pay $10 or $5 to
in,
walk
yeah.
into Warehouse. And then it was a fight every 5 seconds.
No, but my thing is
Yeah.
no matter where it is, I don't care what bar it is, what club.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna go spend $300,000-$400,000, I shouldn't have to pay no fucking cover charge.
I mean, I don't know about.
what
I'm not spending $3,000 at the bar either.
Not
Make
3,000.
it.
I don't got
but
that
I have
Jimmy
spent-
money.
I have,
Make
no,
it
I have spent a lot.
crazy.
You know, like
Sure.
You know, like I'm not gonna lie. My boy came from New York, and I spent $1,500 in like 3 days.
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'll remember to go with you guys for brunch. Okay.
Yes.
And let me shut my bitch ass up too, because I did pay the $5 to walk in. But I was very resentful about it. Very
No,
resentful.
no, but I understand. Like a lot of
Yeah.
times, you know, operation costs when it's slow.
Sure.
It's hard, especially downtown.
Yeah.
I can understand it, but I even tell people that I work with, and you know, I've done a lot of parties.
Absolutely.
I was like, the big spenders.
Yeah.
Treat them like they're big spenders.
100%.
And they'll spend more.
Okay.
So that little $5 you save them,
Yeah.
you're gonna get it back.
Yeah, I agree. And every bartender that I've interviewed on the podcast, they absolutely can attest to that for sure. Yeah, but as far as snatching Jimmy up, well, first of all, who made the first move? I feel like Jimmy slid in your DMs.
No, so what happened was,
So,
you want to tell a story?
no,
Wait,
okay.
Do you want to tell the story?
Yes, no
Okay.
shade to anybody, but I was like in like I think I was with this guy for like 4 years.
Okay.
And I just felt like the relationship was like super one-sided.
Yeah.
Like it was always just like me doing this, me doing that.
Those
me doing
men.
this. Yeah. And so
They're really
I
nice.
legit remember like praying to God. I was like, oh my God, like if this. Like just like let me go, because I was like also
Okay.
toxic. Like I wanted to keep going back and back and back and back, because it was just what
Well,
I
she
knew.
was very loyal.
I was very.
I'm getting no disrespect. I'm getting them vibes, right? I'm
Yeah.
getting them clingy vibes. Like,
Yeah, it
No,
was-
she's
But
very, very
what's
loyal.
mine
like,
is mine.
Like she's
yeah.
very supportive and loyal.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
It was
That's a good
one-sided
quality.
on her half. You
Gotcha.
know, like
Especially like financially, it was very one-sided.
I can't. Anyway, go ahead.
That's like a different talk, but
Yeah, that's a different talk. And I don't want to know the guy in Ninja Beats minute, please. I can't
and
fight.
then
Go ahead.
it was my birthday, and then he was whatever. I don't care.
no, say
he
it
was like,
exactly what happened.
Hey,
As
it
long
was
as
like
it's not a lie.
his boy's birthday was like the week before, and he's like, "Oh, hey, like I can't take you out for your birthday
Because he
because
spent all his
I
money
just
on his
went.
boy, which is
I
kind
just
of
went to
fucked up,
Austin,
you know what I'm saying?
His boy as in his son?
No, like
like-
as
His
in
boy is a friend.
As
A friend.
his friend. And
A
I was
son's
like,
yeah, I could understand that. Yeah, there you go. I
And
could
I was
understand you got a
like-
child. Yeah, spend it over your child, over your girl, no doubt.
so he was like, yeah, like, like I wasted all the money I had. And I'm
Right.
like, oh, okay. So he's like, because we were supposed to like go out of town, and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to wear, but like, if you want to,
Girl, I've been there before.
like,
Yes.
I'm gonna pay for your
For
outfit to go to my
birthday? Yes, that happened to me one time too.
And
bitch
pay for the whole trip too. at
Bitch
that,
wanted to
you
go
know?
to Kohl's.
Yeah.
I was like, you're fucking kidding me.
I was like,
He's like, I wish I had a drink right now.
Yo, these dudes be playing sometimes.
No,
you know,
and-
I'm saying, yeah, girl.
Yo, more
Yeah.
power to him though. If you can get a girl to pay for you, more power to
I
you.
mean,
but
my dumb ass would do that.
my,
back in the day.
just my ass. My dad told me a long time ago. He's like, yo, if you don't got money to take a girl out,
Sure,
you keep
sure.
your ass home.
So did
Straight
you
up.
confide to Jimmy and then you said
No, so-
No, I worked there, so
so I was like, you know what?
we
at
worked
this
together
time,
at the time.
everybody works
At this time, my friend
So
Lexi
she's
was
working
like,
at what's it, Bar's Express.
Stop cutting people off. I
You
told
said
you.
that off camera. He was gonna say
You have to
I
go.
literally
You have to
told
go
you,
to the
don't-
beginning of the
Well,
story.
So anyways,
she's
after
trying to
I was
protect the
working-
identity of the person,
After
which
I was working
I'm
at
not saying that.
halftime, my best friend Lexi was like, "Hey, a guy that I used to work for is looking for work.
Yeah.
For
Big
workers."
shout out to Lexi.
Yeah, shout out to Lexi.
Lexi, do I know her?
She set it up. She made it happen.
No, she's very.
She said there's this
like,
good-looking
low-key.
older
yeah,
dude.
okay.
No, she was
that
like,
needs a
hey,
young
like
chick.
they need
Yeah, no.
workers, and so I was like, oh, like whatever. I have no kids. I
Sure,
was like,
sure.
I was like, whatever. So I got
Yeah.
that job. I was working there, and then that all happened while I was working there, and then my best friend Des took me out. Like it was like a Thursday for my birthday, because after that I was like, hey, you know what? I'm done.
Most definitely.
I just felt like that was the last straw. I was like, I'm done, whatever.
Yeah.
We went out for my birthday, and so he was like, I went to work the next day, and he's like, oh, what's your boyfriend do for your birthday? And I was like, I don't have a boyfriend. And so I told him a whole spiel.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, let me take you out to eat for your birthday, since you had
So
a shitty
bad.
birthday.
Jimmy, you.
But I was single at the time. So I wasn't single.
No, but it doesn't even matter. You didn't even give her time to process the
Literally.
breakup. Okay.
I don't think I needed time
Hey,
to process
man.
to make
Hey.
the
You
breakup.
think it was just
When the deer is wounded, you don't let it just sit there.
No,
You eat
I
that
think
shit.
I was
You know what I'm
already
saying?
like mentally
So-
broken
we
up with him.
we eat different kind of
Yeah,
dick.
yeah. Hey, meat's meat, yo.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So then after that,
Different
Sorry,
body parts.
Anna. Sorry, go ahead.
it's
Go.
okay. I told you.
We're being gay. No, we're being gay. I'm sorry. Stop. No being gay. No being gay. We said we're not being gay. Go ahead. Anyway, okay. So he
See
took
how
you
I
out
get
to eat.
shushed?
Did he take you to Barris?
No, he took me to Bubba's because that was like my.
She wanted to go to Bubba's.
Oh, Bubba's.
Yeah.
I fucks with Bubba's.
Should've said
Yes.
McDonald's.
Hello,
And
Bubba's.
we were sitting
Yeah, but
there,
for first,
and then
like-
we got really deep into
cute.
it,
Okay.
and he was
Then
like,
she fell in love. That's it.
and then
you? Yeah.
the next day he was like, oh, my friends are going out, and I don't want to be the fifth wheel. Do you want to come? And
Fifth
I'm like,
wheel?
yeah. Third wheel. I don't know.
Third wheel, probably.
Third wheel or
Mexican
fifth.
man.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, unless he had 4 other couples.
That's
yeah.
why I was like fifth wheel. Hold on.
And then like, and I went like as a friend.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like the next week he was like, "Oh, now they're going to Dallas. Do you want to come?" And I'm like,
Jimmy moved in.
That's
real
not
fast.
how it happened.
That was fast. Yes.
No, then I seen her after that,
Okay.
and she didn't say hi to me, so I didn't say a fucking
you
word.
smoked
To her.
her.
No,
Yeah.
so I didn't say a
"No."
word to
He
her.
walked into the bar and didn't say hi to me, so I didn't say hi to him. And so the next day,
why I
his
can't
mom
date
was
him.
like, I went and I told his
And then
mom.
she's like, and he
Yeah.
was all hugging on all these girls, and
Sure,
then
sure.
she got all like offended.
Because whenever we were talking at Bubba's, he was very like I thought we got really deep.
But I'm
I
not
thought
that
it was-
nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
understand. Yeah,
I'm not
for
that dude's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna disrespect me, not say hi.
But don't you think, as the man, you should have went up and said hello?
Yes!
No.
I feel like that.
Out of-
As the man.
Listen,
out of
I don't
respect,
care.
out of respect for somebody.
Jimmy, stop.
Uh,
Well, out of respect for who she wasn't with nobody.
Exactly. And neither was I.
Listen,
So-
listen. I don't care how
You gotta
how much
respect your elders no matter
I'm
what.
on my
all right.
knees. I still know
Hey.
how a man's supposed to move.
Exactly.
Okay, the man is supposed to be the initiator. And
I
the
did
head.
initiate it, but
Okay.
then when she didn't acknowledge me when she seen me, she like
mean, I guess
basically
it works both
she
ways, yeah.
basically turned her head.
And
Yeah.
wait. Did you do that though, girl? Did you?
She did. She did. Yeah.
I just feel like if you're, I will never
Okay,
beg
hold on.
anybody.
You'll
So
never.
if you don't
Wait,
wanna-
repeat that. Repeat
I
that.
will never beg anybody.
Okay, yeah.
But she
no,
sure-
no,
So
with that.
if
She
you don't
sure-
say hi
she
to
sure-
me,
she
I'm
sure
not
got
gonna
her
say hi
feelings
to
hurt
you.
though.
I agree.
She sure
I
got her
agree.
feelings hurt though. Her feelings were hurt.
I just don't like when people act Hollywood. Like,
So he was acting Hollywood.
Yeah,
he
like-
was, wasn't he?
It wasn't an act. It was
Bro.
straight up me. You know, that's just me.
Hold on.
like I know what
You
I'm
gotta remember, I'm
worth.
old. I
Like,
can't see good. I might not even have noticed her.
Wait,
Whatever.
I have a question, right? And I hope it doesn't veer off too late. You just did a women empowerment kind of
I did.
bar thing, right? Because my friend, not bar
A
thing, excuse me.
Galentine's.
A Galentine's, because my trainer Monica went, and
Yeah.
and so I guess being in the predicament that you were, right, and
Yeah.
then being hurt by men or whatever. How do you find the courage to tell a bunch of women that it's gonna be okay?
I did it.
I think.
I saved us. I saved her. Don't Superman
No.
syndrome. I got it.
I mean, a lot of women like get mad at me, but I do say like, my husband he made me grow as a person, you know.
Why is that
And I
to
think
be mad about?
I just feel like because they don't have anybody to depend on. So
Well-
when people are like, I will never depend on a man.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you can't.
That's
excuse
why
me.
that chick's gonna be alone forever.
Hello, values have changed in relationships.
Yes,
I
for
feel,
sure.
and this is why I love having you guys here right now, and I love that we incorporated you because I personally feel, and maybe I can't say too much because my conversation's a little bit different because I like other dudes, but I do feel like a man needs a woman and what a woman.
They
needs
have
a man.
roles. They have their roles.
I need my
And-
mans
and
too, and we'll handle our roles
I
separately.
think a man and woman have separate roles.
But don't you feel like the
they
man
need to
should
know
lead
their
in the
roles.
relationship too?
Of course.
Yes, I
Yes.
feel like
I feel like a woman's biggest mistake is trying to.
At the end of
be
the
head over
day,
the-
no matter what it is, if you
Yeah.
don't let a man feel like a man, he's gonna be a bitch, and he's gonna treat
Yes.
you like a bitch, and he's gonna act like a bitch.
Okay,
So,
I
Yeah.
agree.
and not
I agree.
disrespecting
No, I
women,
agree.
but I mean, bitches meaning a complaining ass person.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna feel like he's entitled to get you to pay for his shit.
And there's nothing wrong with a woman, having her own things and
No.
being fine.
No, yeah,
But
no.
at the end of the day, like I don't know, and people are gonna be like, Andrew, you're so contradicting, right? But no, I feel like there are roles. I feel like roles are important, and maybe because I grew up in a household with both parents, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so dad always took care of everything, and then mom was there to support.
Yep.
I guess that's just ingrained in my head. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I ain't no bitch and I ain't dating no bitches.
Yeah.
But so you do get a lot of backlash for saying things like that, or have
yeah,
in the
because
past.
I think people have like I've had friends before say like, you need to expect him to like help you with the kids.
What are you doing
What
with
are
the
you
mic?
doing?
Trying to make
Don't
sure she's
wait
speaking
for
into
me.
Shit,
it.
I can hear her. She's
right.
fine. Yeah.
She got
Because I'm like, it's like right here to me, and I'm just like,
So then you had a
Yeah.
baby, and then
So like I had kids with him.
No, but I
Yeah.
told her from the
He's-
beginning, if she didn't want to have kids, we ain't doing it.
okay.
Anyway,
Right?
so like he goes to work and I am always the one that's with the kids.
Yeah.
And so like sometimes I get stressed out. And I remember a friend told me once, was like, you need to expect him to help you with the kids. And it was like,
Is your friend single?
no.
Is she married?
Jimmy
And
is
it
trying to
was-
get beat up on the public affairs.
I'm just saying, a lot of those
He'll
chicks,
tell my
a lot of
friends all the
chicks that
time.
give that advice are single and miserable.
And so it was like, they'll never get it
I'll
because
say it to their face. all
their
of them.
man never provides for
True,
them like that. You
true.
know? Like I'm at home with my kids,
Right.
but I don't have to worry about a damn thing. If I want to go to Target and spend $300,
Right.
then
I
I
literally
can.
said this.
You
I
can.
literally
I
said
literally
this in
can.
bed with her
Well, thank
yesterday. I said those same friends are the ones waiting for you to slip up to jump in your
The
spot.
problem is that
That's not what it was.
here's
I'm just saying in general.
The main issue is that everybody wants to put their 2 cents in other people's relationships.
Yeah.
And I understand if you're trying to be a friend, you're trying to look out, it's cool. But if you don't have anything to kind of back that in terms of your own relationship and your own experiences, then you really should just be quiet.
Yeah, you should.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
for
going to tell you
sure.
what works out best in your relationship. because
My
I'm single
thing
as
is
fuck,
like, you know, like as far as a man and woman in a role, in God's eyes, we're not equal. It says it in the Bible and every other religion there is.
Right.
Not equal in the sense of, you know, responsibilities and duties.
Sure, sure.
Not like in humanity and respect.
Yeah.
You're equal in that factor. But as far as that, you want a man that's stronger than you. Of course. You don't want to be
Absolutely.
stronger than your man.
Absolutely.
You want a man that makes more than you. You want a man that can defend you. You want a man that can support you. You don't
Right.
want it the other way around, because if not, the man's not going to want you.
Because then how does it look?
He just wants to be needed.
Right.
A man wants to be needed.
How does it look then if 21-year-old Ana, you know what I mean, is the sole provider making all the money with 50-year-old Jimmy, and then you guys have something to say
But I
because
wouldn't let her
Jimmy's
pay
a-
for shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
At
The
that-
roles were reversed.
So
and then
she's
everybody
asked me
was-
too, like, what if I made? I was like, your money's your fuck. I don't care if you make $10 million.
Right.
Put that shit in your bank.
I mean, but you got to.
I don't want it.
Can I have $20 because
No, I don't want it. No,
No,
I don't like when
yeah.
people pay for me.
No.
Like
Okay.
he has, like he pays for everything, and
I
then I,
don't
have
like
my money.
Yeah.
Right.
And like
I never ask her for
I just,
nothing.
I don't pay like.
I think it's so great. Okay, but no. So did you guys ever? You know, there's a significant age gap.
24
right?
years.
Okay, listen. Okay,
That's
I'm not gonna say shit because I've been with men.
Remember that song? I'm in love with a man
Double my age,
nearly
you know?
twice my age.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, hello! I love this song.
Yeah, you see what I'm
That
saying?
shit we grew up on. She
Hey,
don't know
that's
that.
some old school
She don't know
radio.
that song. She don't know
Yeah,
that
you
song.
don't know. That's New York
That's
shit.
New York.
Yeah.
Brentwood, Long
that's-
Island.
Hello.
Look, everybody that doesn't know New York, Brentwood, Long Island used to be hood. I'm
He's
telling
got-
you right now.
Hey.
I even played them some of the old school rappers.
I
like,
took my friends and they
yeah.
were like, "What the fuck are you
EPMD.
talking about?" It
Yeah.
got so
Say
gentrified. It did. It's so 360.
But that's even
like,
that's
it's
all in New
crazy.
York. You go to the
Yeah.
hood in Brooklyn now.
Yeah.
It's gentrified. It's nice. You got yuppies walking around,
Sure.
you know, with their little poodles.
Yeah.
Now back in the days, that
It
poodle
wasn't
would
like that.
a pit bull would have tore it up in the street.
Everything
Yeah,
just
okay.
looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
And shout out to Brentwood and Sunshine because that's where I am from. And, you
Bro,
know,
hey, that's
they-
a song.
they've
Brothers
come-
from Brentwood, Long Island. That was a fucking. I swear
They've
to
come
God.
up. The city has come up, and you know, good for them. Back to the age gap. 24-year age gap. Did you guys face a lot of like, I guess people talking behind the scenes?
Yeah,
like,
you
"Ooh,
get
that's
some, but I don't
a
give
lot,"
a
you know?
shit.
You don't give a shit.
You know,
Well,
most of these dudes are mad because they can't do it at 50. Straight up, they can't get a younger girl that actually wants to be with them.
Okay.
It's either they want to be with them for their money,
Right.
or and they don't really care about the dude. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't buy her, you know, and I don't have to buy her. Like,
Sure.
He did buy me a Louis like the first month though, and that was a little nice.
Yeah.
I bought her, because she was like, she was buying herself that Louis though.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I was saving
So there's
up.
more behind
Yeah.
it. She had the money for it, and I respected that she was doing it for herself.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let her keep that money because she works hard,
Right.
and I'm gonna buy her the fucking Louis.
Do
I've had exes beg me to buy him Louis, and I never
yeah.
did.
Well, I want
because
you to buy me a Louis.
no, but I said like this: why would I buy you Louis money Louis purses when you don't got Louis money to put in it?
Right.
So you're gonna have a Louis Vuitton fucking purse and put $5 in it? I said I'd rather have a fucking Walmart wallet and have $1,000
Yeah.
in it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello. Okay.
So they didn't deserve it at that point. I
Yeah.
thought she did because she always busted her ass.
Yeah.
She had her own place. She helped her mom support her brothers. She had her own car. It's like she worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She always had enough money to do her own thing.
I had 3 jobs at the time.
Yeah, she's working 3 jobs like a Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Jamaican. Bro, shut up. Oh my god.
you know, Jamaicans
Okay.
work hard.
Yeah, they do. They do. Okay, I mean, never mind. But yeah, but you know, with the 25 year, 24 or whatever. You know what I mean? 24. How did your family feel about it?
You know, my family.
love me.
Really?
loves
They
him.
love
He's
me.
Yeah.
older than my mom.
I'm
and my
older than
dad.
both her parents.
You're older than her.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
By like, I think like
Years.
5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so I'm their elder anyway, so they have no choice but,
But
to
they
respect me.
legit, they.
But they love me. But
It's like,
I'm
who
very
said-
respectful. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good
Like,
though.
and I was
But
raised
they're
that way.
like, I don't like they.
They
I feel
back
like
me up for her.
sometimes- Yeah,
Yeah.
they will back him up. I remember one time.
Well, they all grew up together, so it's like.
Legit.
I remember one time some situations happened and
Yeah.
Now tell the situation.
Yeah, tell the situation.
some
yeah.
chick leaned in a picture and it looked like she was sitting on my lap and
And they
her
were
husband
touching tongues
her-
almost.
No, we're touching no tongues.
Yes,
Hey,
you
she
were.
said, oh,
And her husband
she
shared
said,
it.
oh,
Her husband
okay.
posted it or something
Yes.
on Facebook.
The girl's husband.
Yes, found it on her phone, posted it, was like, yo, and then reached out to her.
No,
Inboxed her.
somebody reached out to me.
Yeah.
And was like, "Did you see this?
Did you
picture?"
see this picture?
Oh wow.
And he had took my car that day, and I was
Yeah.
at home.
But it was the afternoon,
postpartum
like 3 in the
with my
afternoon.
1 month old.
It was 3 in the afternoon.
And I was like,
So this was recently.
And I just
no,
built. Hey,
no, no,
wait.
no,
I
this
just
was
built her
like-
a brand new Kia Telluride. I built it from the factory. Like
Okay,
ordered
yeah.
it,
which he took
suede
with him
roof and all that
to
shit.
keep me at home locked up.
Lies.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
To be on picture.
It's a lie. I
to
had a
do pictures,
Mercedes. I didn't need her
pictures.
car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She looked
We
like
just
the little
happened. We
crackhead.
just happened to ride around We just happened to ride around in that car that
But
day.
wait,
and I took
so
it.
then what happened? Like, how did you feel about that?
So she got all mad. It's like, I'm leaving, I'm moving out. So
Yeah.
So I did. I
she
took
calls
all
her
my
mother,
Right.
and this is her mother's response. Hey, why don't you take your ass in that brand new car your husband just bought you and cry your ass off and go back home? Shut up. It's pretty like,
But wait,
like you're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
But in her defense too, like what would prompt you to be put in such a situation?
So you ever sit?
You
You, know,
know what I mean?
You know, in New York, we sit on top of the tables where our legs, like at the park,
Yeah.
our legs a little lower down. Well, she leaned in and snapped the pic.
That's not true.
And
She was sitting right here.
she's not sitting. You know how fast
I think I still have
Yeah.
the picture.
you can do it. You could blow it up, enhance it. Yo, like last time, her friend said,
Sure.
I saw Jimmy caked up with a chick in the bar. And
There's just too many accusations.
No, so-
yeah.
so-
No, that was an accusation.
No,
that was
no.
an actual picture.
that was a
though.
factual.
No,
occurrence.
listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay,
I saw
okay.
Jimmy caked up at the bar. I got proof. I got pictures. I said, I need to see this motherfucker.
Listen.
I got home in like 2 minutes. I said, where's the picture? She sent the picture of me here and a girl way over there. It's like, you see? There's nothing in the fucking picture. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
This is the shit that your friends be sending you? Like,
With as many, with as many exes that you might have, right? And then you snatch a young thing like Anna and stuff like that. I'm sure they come out.
no, they were all young too. They're like young
Okay,
girls.
so you,
But we don't ever get anything from his exes. Like,
Right.
I don't.
I'm friends. I message exes all the time. We
Sure.
talk about their kids. We talk about my kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I don't hate anybody I've ever been with. I can't
Right.
hate somebody I cared about all
right.
the time. You know what I'm saying?
I just think people are different. You know what I mean? And then people will see her now, and then the minute you're in a relationship, everybody wants to fly out the woodworks and
My
do
thing
something
is like,
to
how
trash
could
it,
how
you
could
know?
you hate somebody you loved at one point? It's just
I
stupid.
guess.
Just
I
because
don't
we
know,
didn't
I
work
just-
out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
we grow from each other. I learned what I didn't want.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But it doesn't mean I hate them for that.
Yeah.
They're them and I'm me.
How long have you been together now?
What, 7, 6?
6 years.
6 years?
Oh, okay. So it's been a long time. Okay,
been
so
a long
We've been
so you're
married
not-
like 2.
So she's
a little
not
over 2.
21. She's not 21. Okay.
I'm
so-
not
No,
21.
but she
Let's
lied
not
about
count your
age.
case.
She didn't even know she was 26.
I forget
She
sometimes.
thought she was like
Does anybody
25.
ever ask you how old you are and you're like,
I do be forgetting. I have to constantly remind myself that I'm gonna be 34 here in a minute.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And so
so-
I'm like, wait, I don't know how old I am. I'm like,
Hello.
20 something.
Well, listen, you guys, we're gonna take a quick break, okay? But when
yeah.
we get back, I want to learn more about you guys' relationship. I want to learn more about running the restaurant, maybe together now that Anna's more involved.
She don't work
with
in the
everything.
restaurant. I don't.
Well, you're still his wife, right?
Yeah.
And we're keeping him in check and so much more. So when we get back, guys, we're gonna have more of the public
Keep
affairs.
him
Make sure you
in
guys stay
check.
tuned.
That's a good one.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very special guests, Jimmy and Anna, are here on The Public Affair. Amiri, okay, I don't want to fuck it up. I'm sorry. Okay,
A lot of people say Jimmy Barris too, because hello. Barry's actually it's Barry's. For everybody that doesn't
It's
know.
Barry's. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by Julian and Ana Banda with Banda's Hauling Service. That's right, they rent dump trailers. You fill it up, they haul it away. They also junk removals, tree brush removals, and they haul cars in and out of town. And if you guys need to do some spring, summer cleaning, if you guys need having a big giant party or whatever, you need a roll-off dumpster service, Banda's Hauling Service is the people to call as well. Listen, Julian is always punctual. He's always reliable, and he is truly the best. Make sure you guys save the number on the screen. Banda's Hauling Service, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Chefito's Kitchen with Al Gutierrez and Adriana Gutierrez. And you guys know that I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, I like my arroz con gandules. I like my pernil. I like my adobo grilled chicken. I like all that stuff, the onions and peppers. Chefito's Kitchen is absolutely giving that to me and more, especially with flavors and entrees from the likes of Colombia, Cuba, and so much more. They're truly one of the best Latin restaurants here in town today. Make sure you guys go follow them on their social media page at Chefito's Kitchen. Go check them out at Union Grove and book the number on the screen, or book with the number on the screen for catering services as well. Al Gutierrez, Adriana Gutierrez, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez. Hello, the hair is herring. Located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screen and book or download the Squire app to book with your favorite barber. He has Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Isai Reyes, Sam Ceballo, and Caleb Chapa over there. Make you like a snacks I have for more than 250 episodes of The Public Affair. Elite Barbershop has been the longest running sponsor of The Public Affair, and I truly appreciate you, my boy Sid. Congratulations to you and everything that you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, to Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training. It is summertime. The kids are about to be out of school. They offer phenomenal childcare services as well. Day camps and everything. Make sure you guys follow their social media at Soko Soccer Academy if you guys need some skills training as well. Yeah, hello. Enroll them today. Okay. I also want to give a huge shout out to the Soko Soccer teams, my bro, Coach Morrow, Coach Megan, Coach Jeff. You guys are truly phenomenal coaches and do wonderful thing with those kids. I don't see those kids being under better supervision than with you guys. So congratulations to everything that you guys are accomplishing, and to Soko Soccer Academy. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you give me and The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. All right, guys, we're back with my very special guests, Jimmy Imeri and Ana Imeri. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, okay, they've been chatty Cathy the whole time. I love it. I'm here for it. I just have to do this real quick though, because I wanted to do it in the beginning of the episode. I don't feel like we'd be doing the episode justice without paying homage to Barris.
Thank you.
The restaurant, the Italian restaurant, and to your mother who has passed away.
Yeah,
yes, and so, you know, big shout. It was her restaurant, right?
Yeah,
that she opened up.
She made it happen.
Yeah,
It was all her.
It's one of the best Italian restaurants in town. I've tasted it when it's the best. I've had it when it wasn't good, and then you guys redeem yourself, and it becomes better.
I think what locals love us like 15 years straight.
Yeah, I don't have a
Including this
local.
year.
I would like a locals love us. I don't know how I don't get. I get lost in that.
It's coming. Don't worry,
I
it's
can win a
coming.
Waco award all day, right? But I can't-
Hey, I'm telling you, it's coming. Manifest it.
No, hello. But no. Honestly, I don't think that this episode would be done justice without paying homage to your mother and to
you.
Barris
Thank
Restaurant. Truly one of the best Italian restaurants. I absolutely love it. When I
Appreciate
had
it.
dinner there with, not with you, but when I met with you over there, the chicken fettuccine was chicken fettuccine-ing. So
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. So big congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Was there a lot of pressure when mom died to continue the legacy of Barris?
Honestly, yes.
Really?
There was so much pressure. And it was just like, when you look at it
Mm-hmm.
from behind, it looks easy because she was doing everything. you know?
Sure.
But you don't realize how much she did until you have to go in there and do it yourself. And
Right.
she wasn't like the healthiest person.
Okay.
And she would get up every morning, get at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. She'd sit there, knock out caterings by herself.
Wow.
Before she even opened, she'd
Right.
make $2,000 on caterings before she even opened the doors.
Sheesh.
And then stay there till about 11:30 at night, every single day except Monday.
Wow.
And then when she did get home, she would clean and cook for my pops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't build them like her,
Right,
So
yeah.
filling her shoes has been tough, and it's just we
Sure,
still
sure.
struggle with it,
No, but
me
who's-
and my brother actually
So it's you and your brother running
yeah,
the restaurant,
yeah.
correct?
And my brother's
Okay.
wife helps out.
Yeah.
Like on as far as doing the paper stuff and
Yeah.
the servers and all that.
Right.
Because we got 3 people trying to do what she did by herself.
Okay, I was gonna say right because it was all her.
Yeah, it
so
was
now,
all her.
yeah. Now, Anna, are you involved at all or?
I don't. I have to
Yeah.
get
I
kids
keep
for
giving
that.
her kids.
Okay.
So like yeah.
I can't go back.
But-
I like when they've been like
Yeah.
slammed and like we have nobody, then I have to like step in.
Step in,
But
okay.
it's like maybe like I'll work for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every like 2 years. But I'm
Yeah.
there all
But
the time.
it's hard because
Yeah.
like we had a 4-year-old. 11 months later, we had another baby. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
So we have a 4, a 3, and then we took a little break, and now we have a 4-month.
Yeah.
I just
So-
watch his kids so he can go do the rest.
I didn't realize you had 3 kids. I don't know why I thought this was
Yeah.
the only baby y'all had. Maybe
No.
I'm not doing my homework enough. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I have 3
Yeah.
I have
babies.
5 in
What,
total.
I'm like, what 3 babies? Yeah, you
know.
look great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See what happens when you get them young?
Well, listen,
Bring back.
I'm like Anna. I like my men nice, old, and crispy.
Yeah.
I do. I want
Not crispy.
with a pension.
I'm
Yes, I do.
juicy. I don't know about no crispy.
I
I'm
like
juicy.
my men nice and crispy.
I'm
I've said it on the show. I know that this is inappropriate, but the oldest man that I've ever been with, 62.
62.
62.
Well, that's almost how old
That's
you
what's
are.
going on here.
About
okay?
another 2 years.
I was 30, bitch.
All right, about 2
Yeah.
years.
That's like 32. We're
32.
24,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Yeah, see,
that's not.
you'll be all right.
Yeah, but you know what? When she's 60, we're gonna look the same.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah. Men get better with age. You know how that goes.
Says
No,
that.
I mean they do.
It's true.
Yeah.
We get more, you know what I'm saying, refined, more like, we age better than women do.
Yeah.
It's true. Majority of women don't age well. That's why they do all that plastic surgery and all that bullshit.
Well,
We
whenever
don't
I
gotta
start
do none of
kicking
that.
in, then you'll
We-
start
we don't
seeing
gotta
me
do
get the
none of that,
Botox
Okay.
and everything.
Yeah, she's gonna need her Botox,
Yeah.
and then she's gonna need her titties pointing to the
I
sky.
got it
too.
all, yo.
Okay, make sure she's
I'm
decked up.
actually, he's been telling me. that.
I'll do it all. I don't
I'm
care.
scared of.
I'll
Wait, to get augmentation?
No,
I'm
not
scared to
now.
do
I said,
anything.
but I would
Oh, okay.
invest in her later on if she needed me to.
Well, I'm a girl. If you want
But
to
if she
do
was
it,
ever to leave
yeah.
me,
I know,
what she needs to
but-
understand, if she's ever to leave me, I'm at that age where I don't give a fuck.
He always tells me like, "I'll kill you."
I'll kill you.
And I'm
Oh my
like,
God! Ew, don't make those
"That's
allegations on the public
illegal."
affair. Okay, yeah. I don't want the
No,
police.
I never said
Never happens
Hey,
to me.
Okay, y'all have this footage.
You know
I've
that
never
there's
said
said
She's in a court of
physically
law.
kill her, but mentally,
And what other aspect are you talking about?
emotionally,
Jimmy.
mentally, financially.
He was like, "This is it.
Well,
We're
Done.
Like that's
But
it."
I'm at the
Well,
age-
since he's talking like that, you better make sure you go get them titties, bitch. Okay, you better make sure you get all that Botox.
Everything,
Yeah, get
everything
everything.
done.
And I'm gonna have her sign a contract that
Yes, no.
if somebody else wants to touch him, they're gonna have to pay me royalties. on
Girl,
it.
leave the
it's my
relationship like this
I
and
invested.
call it a day. Okay?
Right?
I invested in those titties.
Yeah, look at
No, I
They're
think
mine.
I think if anything, he would leave me first. Then I would.
Probably.
Leave him.
you would do that.
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
I
Don't,
just
Jimmy,
feel
don't.
like I'm too
No,
attached.
you know what it is?
Okay, don't say it like that.
Not for the fact that it's just I don't put up with a lot. Like when I get fed up, when I literally
Right.
get fed up, I'm done. Like when I broke up with girls that I've been with for years,
Yeah.
I don't ever go back and look at their Facebook pages. I don't
Right,
ever
right.
try to see what's going on. I don't give a shit after that point.
But can I ask
And
you?
these are people like I cared about. You
No,
know?
I understand. Can I ask you this question though? Because I mean, you are in your prime, right?
Yeah.
And do you I don't want you thinking that way. You know, do you think Ana can be that one and only where you're like, okay, look, maybe I have to change my way. She's gonna piss me off.
She
at
is
some
that
point.
one and only. That's why I married her. I've never been married before that, you know?
Oh, so this was your first
My
marriage?
first marriage.
Oh, Ana, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
hello.
it showed me what I
Okay.
really needed and wanted. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like a lot of people, you know, they could think I either upgraded or downgraded. To me, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. To me, what matters is like how I felt about the situation.
Right.
And I felt at that time like I was praying to God for something I needed, and He gave it to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know,
Because I should tell you, I used to have a ton of girls coming to the restaurant, bringing me coffees.
oh, I'm sure.
Some were married, some
Flowers.
weren't.
Yeah,
Flowers,
yeah.
like
Not flowers.
yeah.
Well, I
Flowers?
said I would never buy you
The
a
woman
flower.
buying the man flowers.
Why we got to die to get flowers? What kind of shit is that?
Well, no, but I don't know. I don't
That's kind of
I just thought it
That
was
is
like,
kinda
okay,
weird.
you know what? That's a nice thought.
Jimmy must be really putting it down in bed. That's all I'm saying. If these bitches are bringing you coffee and flowers,
Ask her my nickname. She'll tell you.
bro. What's
my
his
nickname,
nickname?
babe?
What's his nickname?
I have never called you that.
What's
first
my
of all.
nickname?
No, okay, what do they call him?
What did they used to call
What
him?
did they used to call him? Hello.
Go ahead, babe.
Oh, I gotta take a sip of my wine for this.
They
Go
even
ahead.
made me shirts and
So
underwears like with my shit on it.
cringy.
What they call me, babe? Go ahead. Everybody knows.
People have literally made him shirts that say Jackhammer Jim.
There you go.
And I'm like,
Hey,
That- and I
Waco
think-
knows, and I'm telling you, it's trickled down from like daughters to
Waco
mothers to
knows.
grandmothers. They
Waco
know.
knows.
no, he has the amount of shirts that he has that
People
say
made him.
Jackhammer
I didn't
Jim.
make them. They made them.
They
for
call
me.
you Jackhammer Jim.
No, they called him.
They called him
the
Jackhammer.
Rainmaker.
Okay.
That's so.
Like if you were to
That's
go
so
look through my
cringy.
Facebook posts, I don't know if a lot of them are still there, but there'd be puddles of pictures on the bed of chicks just fucking leaving, and they look like pictures. Like one looks like a fucking monkey with a baboon tail.
Okay,
Like,
that's a lot. Anyway.
I just speak the truth.
He's just, that's so cringy though.
I'm just thinking of.
Imagine,
okay.
okay, he has grown kids. Imagine like you're his grown ass kids.
If my dad was
listening to him.
Jackhammer
I would
Ramsey,
be
I'd be happy.
mortified.
Yes, if my dad was on
My dad
Facebook saying that he was.
hung like a horse.
Yes, that's, oh my god.
I'm not saying
Jimmy,
I'm
you're
like a
my-
horse.
bro.
I just know how to work what I.
Not for
what God
nothing,
gave me.
Jimmy. You're my dad's age, bro. I don't know how I would feel if
My,
If your dad was on here saying like,
yeah, like you're literally my dad's age.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm at that age
yeah.
where I can get the daughter,
Okay.
the mother, the grandmother. You know, it's like I'm in the perfect age.
Yeah.
It's like I'm good for everybody.
Can you
at
get
this
the
age.
uncle?
I mean, if I was in that area, possibly.
Possibly.
I don't want you,
truthfully,
man,
no.
girl.
Look, truthfully, I get hit on by a lot of gay guys.
I'm
no
sure
joke.
you do.
And I got gay friends. Like,
If your name is
I used to
Jack
work out
Hamilton?
with Rico all the time in the gym.
The hairstylist.
Yeah, that was my
Shout
boy.
out to Rico. I like Rico.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
boy.
I do
You know,
like
and
Rico, yeah.
people like, you know, he's gay. I was like, yeah, so fucking
So
what?
what? Yeah.
I was
Both
like,
my
so-
best friends are straight, man.
Yeah, I was like, so what?
Yeah,
You can't work
yeah.
out because he's gay? Like, what does that mean?
Right.
And you know, he throws some comments at me.
Yeah.
And I fuck with him back, like talking
Well,
shit. but,
hold
you
on
know.
a second. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, that's
But I'm
what
not-
I do. Draw the line with my best friend. I don't be making.
But I'm
serious-
from
I don't
from
do
New
that,
York.
But I am too.
No, but I mean, I'm from New York. We used to go to clubs called Cafe Con Leche. When you walk to the door,
yeah.
they'd be like, you know it's a gay club, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all the girls would go to gay clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
So they tell you. We had gangster niggas that made us nervous. You know,
Right,
I'm,
right.
I'm a brawler. I fight.
Okay.
But them niggas made us, and they staring at us hard.
Sure.
And we didn't know we had beef or what was going on. And they stare at us and be like, what the fuck you looking at? And they wink at us. And we had to take it like a little bitch because there's about 20 gangsters with scars on half their face.
I know you wasn't scared when you got with him.
Nah.
I don't think.
Or
I
you
think
felt protected.
I was scared like before him because
Yeah.
he has such a just a mean face.
He's
but
like
he's
all
like
big.
the
Yeah.
biggest teddy bear ever.
Okay.
Like
he
is-
did buy my dinner.
She's very sweet.
Yeah, he did buy my dinner.
Oh,
Hello.
he
I just don't put up with
he
shit. though.
I
buys
got you.
people
Like
like
disrespect?
Yeah,
drinks
he didn't
and-
buy my Lucas Pizzeria though. I will say that.
Hey, I was
You
gonna
did
didn't-
not
I
buy
didn't
my
even
slice
buy
of
mine.
pizza. No, I was in and out because I was.
No, but I didn't even buy mine. And then right when you left, Jesse showed up.
He did.
Yeah.
See, and I met. Shout out to Jesse because I did text him and say I'm coming to.
told me
Lucas.
that, yeah.
But I was bouncing
at
around.
church.
He was at church.
They,
that's
they
why.
were at
They were at
church the Sabbath
church.
day, which we all should have been at. But
They do not
yes,
miss
I just,
church.
you
Good
know,
for them, though.
and
They're
not-
such a great family.
Not to
They
curse
are. I love
nobody's
them.
religion,
Right.
But I don't think you have to go to church to believe in God. You know
No,
what I'm
no, but I think that's great that that's what that family practices.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
I
good
think
to
it
have
is.
God
Yeah,
in
you know?
you, period.
Yeah,
as far
absolutely.
as, you know,
and Jesse, he's such good
ethically
people.
and-
Him and Tanya, they.
But I don't think
phenomenal.
like
Yeah.
it's. I think every day is a God day, not just
Right.
Sunday. You know,
Did you guys grow up together? What's the relationship with you and Jesse?
Jesse's
again?
one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and him, like, we've been tight since the day we met.
Right. Okay.
You know, he's from New York too.
No, I know he's
But
from
I didn't
New
meet
York.
him in New York. So
Yeah.
I used to hang out with his older brother Hector back in the days when
Okay.
I first moved here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of New Yorkers here that you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Hello.
but I had a little clique of dudes
We're
I used to hang
emerging.
out with. So when I met
Right.
Jesse, it's a funny story.
Okay.
Like him and his wife weren't together, but he was in love with her.
Okay.
She did not want to have nothing to do with him.
And shout out to Tanya too, because she's smoking. Like she is.
Oh,
No, but
yeah.
She is super
he
smoking,
told me, and
yeah.
I said this at his wedding. He told me,
Yeah.
he's like, yo, that's the only girl I want to be with no matter what.
Good for him.
And I was like, well, if that's what you want, then
Yeah.
make yourself better.
Hello.
No, and he did.
Yeah.
He went out there, started working out, got a badass job, started making all this money.
Okay.
And then she realized, like, hey, that's my man. Because then
Okay.
he started talking to chicks.
Yeah.
And then she's like, fuck this, and locked him down.
And
He immediately took it. You know what I told him? I said, the only reason that I don't care if you diss me for your wife is because you told me this since day fucking one.
Right.
Right? I said, as what?
Yeah.
I said, and you manifested and you made it fucking happen. You got what you wanted.
Absolutely.
And now they're happy as fuck. They're successful. They're doing good.
They're doing
I'm proud
so
of them, you know?
good. They've been sponsored. Our first time meeting, they ended up sponsoring the podcast when they opened Lucas Pizzeria, and I love that restaurant.
He's a
so
very,
much.
very smart dude. You know, as far
Super
Oh,
smart
yeah.
guy. Yeah,
he makes more money staying home than I make going out running
Good for
around.
him.
Yeah.
I told him he needs to come on the show.
He's
He said-
waiting for me. He said.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna see how
So
you're
after I go, he's coming.
That
That we said, Jesse.
Jesse, it's not going to be like this. That's for sure. Okay. I don't know if we're going to give it out.
No,
your
but
nickname
you
and
need to
stuff.
bring. Hey, you need to bring him one time alone,
Okay.
and then one time with his wife.
With Tanya?
Because you got two different Jessies.
Hello.
Because Jesse is very, very
I only
respectful.
so Jesse and I really only talk. Mainly, it's about business.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like it's mainly business.
See, you want to know Jesse though.
Yeah,
So you-
I would like to hang out with
So,
them.
and
I think that's what my intent
But I
was
think
Sunday.
I think he would like tread lightly with
Okay.
his wife there because he
Okay.
wouldn't want to piss her off. And not saying that he would say
Well, no,
something
no,
disrespectful, but he
yeah.
might like be like, oh, maybe this might get him mad. But I think if he talked about before her and how it all started,
No.
that'd be a good story, you know?
I want to hang out with both of them
Yeah.
outside of like a
Yeah.
professional setting. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I popped in on Sunday
Yeah.
because I was lit, and I was like, I'm gonna hang out with Jesse and Tanya. I haven't hung out with
See,
them.
I have a
Yeah.
very few friends that I could say fucking is so loyal to their wife. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
Good for him. Though. No, that
He's
is
one of them.
good. That is.
And I always
good.
say
Yeah,
it.
that
Always,
is
and
so
she
good.
knows it, right? I always
Yeah.
say it. And she probably, Tanya's probably like, yeah, whatever. But I was like, bro, I put this shit up. I put this shit on my mama. And I don't lie on my
Yeah.
mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
And he's one of the dudes that, yo, he that's all he ever
They're,
wanted.
and they're a very good-looking young couple. So
Oh, yeah.
yes, they are.
She's
Very
all he
good.
ever wanted, and that was it. He got her. And that's
Hello.
all. I mean, he got his dream. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
It wasn't even the money or the
Hello.
kids. It was like the wife. He's like, I love her.
Love that.
And he loves his kids, but his wife's his A1.
Right. Anna, do you work now?
I don't. I work.
Yeah. So
at
stay-at-home
home.
mom.
Yeah, I'm just at home.
She works. She
Yeah.
paid. She got paid the other night.
Well,
Wait,
I
what for
help
what?
my
For what?
mom.
Yeah, you
Tell
help
him
your
the
mom.
story. Go ahead. I was like, if you want to go to brunch, it was actually brunch.
yeah, he was like, if you want to go to
I
brunch,
was
you gotta
like, earn
get
it.
to work.
I said, earn it.
What do you mean about like?
You know what I
What do you
mean?
mean? Get to work.
Get to
Like, I have to
work.
have sex. It's giving prostitution. First of all,
You make her have
I was
sex with you to take her to
hungry.
brunch?
But I was hungry.
You can't perform right when you're hungry.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm just like, yo, earn.
I'd be having to get my J pedal
I'd be
afterwards.
like, earn the meal.
yeah, buy me something.
I was like, look,
Yeah.
you need to earn this meal if you want to go have brunch.
And I was like,
Jimmy, you are such a roach nigga, bro.
But it's true.
okay, 100.
So I asked this question the other day. I was
Yes.
like, you know, how do you feel about this question
Right.
that a woman should perform whenever her husband asks? I was like, how do you feel about that? You think it's right or wrong?
Okay.
She's like, well, it's my body, and if I don't feel like having it, then I shouldn't have to have it. I said, well, fuck, it's my money. If I don't want to pay bills this month, I shouldn't have to fucking pay it. Because there's stuff we expect. I
once
married
again,
you, so I don't have to
it's
worry
giving
about
prostitution.
It's not prostitution. It's roles that we play and obligations for one another.
I don't.
How would you feel if I was to ask somebody else for sex because you don't want to give it to me?
I don't think I
No,
ever
let's
do.
get there.
No, we were. This
Let's
is like
get-
a
Go
debate.
on, we're listening.
This was a debate last night.
because I got to look at you.
No, this was a debate last
This is
night.
a true.
Y'all take it.
This is the shit we talk about.
Welcome to this episode of the Public Affair.
No, and this is like
Yeah,
us,
no, I
like,
love it. Go ahead,
out.
go, yeah.
No, we were talking about this last night,
Yeah.
and there is times that I'm like, I don't want to, but like
Yeah.
I just whatever. I just
It's
do
okay
it.
to not want
And
to.
I was like, you don't want to. I was like,
But
you
I
think
never-
I want to get up every morning and go work and pay all these fucking bills? $300 here, $400
so
there.
is this too
$500
personal? Does it have to be every day?
No,
We
it's
have
just whenever I want
Yeah.
it.
We used to have sex.
No,
every
before
day.
all
yeah,
the kids, before the kids, we
Before
had
we
sex
had 3
all
kids.
the time.
Right.
Now, there's this little cock blocking son of a bitches. They jump in the middle
So
of
we
the bed.
lock
and
the door.
I lock the door on them
You have
sometimes.
to, yeah.
No, we got to be rushing it, timing it, like it's fucking crazy.
Oh, wow.
Before our last baby, we used to have sex every single day.
I'm a pervert,
Right,
yo.
okay,
like,
yeah.
and I tell her, yo,
Hello.
I watch porn if I have to. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I speak the truth. I try to tell
Very
them.
open.
Yeah, I'm very like, you know, hey, I need it. I think it keeps me young. It's like the fountain of youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what doctors say, right? If you don't use it, you lose it.
Can I just say this?
Go right ahead.
I have been doing this show going on 5 years in July.
And it makes you nervous?
I don't think I've ever had an episode like I don't feel like I've said anything, and that's okay. Like we've
We
learned
need
a
to
lot.
get to the questions. Yeah, let's like,
No, that's my question. I love it. I love this. I appreciate how open you guys
That's
are
what
about
I'm
your
very
relationship
open.
on camera. You know, and you know, sex obviously is a very important part of a relationship.
yeah.
But,
if
you
you're
know,
gonna stay married, it's very important.
well, absolutely. But you know,
But people got to define, like, you know, what are these rules in marriage? Like,
Sure.
yo, if you expect your man to give everything for you, you should be able to do the one thing he wants from you. Like literally, he doesn't
Okay.
ask much. He's asking to get laid when he wants to.
But there has been times where
Yeah.
like he's out of it, and I'm like, why you don't love me anymore? Like
Okay,
maybe like
yeah.
a month ago I was like depressed.
Okay,
I was,
wait,
like,
I've heard that happen,
No,
though, right?
so-
Like right when
so-
you had the
so,
baby, and
you know
right
what-
or
no, it was just I was just
when I was
feeling
younger,
like that.
when I was younger, it was like, oh yeah, anytime, fucking full stomach,
Sure,
drunk
sure.
as shit.
Oh.
But now I get older. If I just eat a fat meal,
Yeah.
last thing I want to do is get up and start doing work. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sure? Because after a brunch,
Not me. I don't
I'm
like
ready.
it.
I'm ready to get back.
I
in
want to
there,
take
like,
a fucking nap after I eat.
Oh, hell
Sometimes
no.
I'm like, let's go upstairs, and he's like, I
Yeah, I'm like, why don't you tell me
Yeah.
before I eat?
I'm
You know what I'm
like-
saying?
And then he wants to have
like,
sex in the morning when we both
morning
have
sex is the
morning
best for me.
breath, and I'm like,
we don't got to kiss.
and he's like,
You don't have to
We can
kiss,
turn around. Let's get it
No,
done.
we have
bro.
to kiss.
Yeah, bro.
Look,
don't play with
morning
me.
sex to me is the best because it starts my day off on a good note.
Okay.
So the rest of the day, I'm good.
So, but if you don't
Night
get it,
sex
is
to me is like, I like to shower after sex every time. So now I
Right.
got to get up, go in the shower, and the shower wakes me up. So
At
that's the
night.
only thing about night sex. It's
but
like
I just feel
she
like
wants
night
to
sex
have
is
it
good
like,
because I'm relaxed and I can go to sleep and
yeah,
then bye.
yeah, because she don't got to get up at 8 in the morning and go to work all day.
Listen, there's nothing better than afternoon slutty post brunch sex.
Really?
Period. Yes.
Yeah.
I,
How would
yes.
you have kids?
Three kids.
Well, I
in the
don't have
house.
kids. I don't have kids. And
There's
then,
very thin line of sluttiness from three kids.
and then
Like,
you know,
that-
usually with me because I have to see if they're available, and so it's a
Yeah.
little bit more of a project for me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? But that's a different conversation. But you know, I guess yeah. You know,
Nah, I'm
to
telling
each
you,
their
like
own.
with the kids, the sex shit slows down because you have no choice.
I think we have a
one's
healthy
up,
sex
one's
life.
down.
Sure, yeah.
One's up, one's down. The other one's up, the other, and they coming in the bed like they don't leave us alone.
Hey, let me ask you guys this: how do you guys feel about people in open relationships?
I don't like it.
It's not gonna happen.
That's
But
their-
it's being normalized. You know that.
That's their business.
That's
I
okay.
couldn't share my wife.
Yeah, I'm
Straight
not-
up, no matter what.
You know, I'll speak on behalf of the gays as the gay in the room. That too much of us are allowing that to take place in our relationships where they're allowing third people. I wish my ma'am would ask me for another fucking dude to be in my bed with us.
But I just feel like, as far as men and women, like we handle sex differently. Women
Okay.
get really attached emotionally. Men could, I speak from experience.
Well, yes.
I've smashed a chick,
And then-
Libby seen the next day was like, "Oh, what up, girl?" And
act like nothing's
No,
happening.
you got high-fived her, like,
yeah.
you know, no feelings involved.
Well, can I just
Yeah.
kind of snowball?
No, go
in there?
right in there.
I agree to an extent because
Yeah.
a lot of the guys that I end up being with will not talk to me for a whole minute. And I don't know if it's regret. I don't know if it's like, oh my God, what did we just do? I guess for me, I'm just seeing it more like, I'm an adult, you're an adult, this is what we wanted to do. It happened.
Yeah.
Why is it a taboo? Maybe because you're on the DL. I still don't see an issue with it unless you have like a family at home. Then that's a different conversation that you can deal with yourself. But you know,
I think it's more because like us men are conquerors, and once we conquer something, we try to move on to something else.
yeah, I guess.
You know,
but,
so it's kind of like that new car thing.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I really love this fucking car. And once you get it,
Right.
you don't love that car no more.
Right.
You want the next, you know, and I told her, like, I used to want the fucking Mercedes so bad. Now I got a Mercedes, I don't give a shit. It's dirty.
I
It's just
understand.
dirty as shit, right? Am I
100.
lying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about it.
Right.
So it's like, it's that mentality switch. We want to get it.
Yeah.
Once we get it, we're like, okay, now what?
Okay.
And I think that's what it is. It's not nothing like on a disrespectful level.
Absolutely.
But women, when they go for some, they get involved
I
emotionally.
think, and I hope
So that's
it's
why
not
when a woman
offensive.
cheats, majority of the time they leave. When
Sure,
a man
sure.
cheats, he could cheat for 20 fucking years and never leave.
I think women do get a lot more
Yeah,
emotionally
yeah.
from just from what I see. I wouldn't know because I've never been with a woman.
And then,
but,
and then my dad
yeah.
had a little thing that you say, he's like, yo, if you get stuck with a needle, what gets dirty, the needle or the person?
Hello.
And I was like, what does that mean? He goes, well, you stick a needle in, whatever's in that needle goes in you.
Yeah, yeah.
But whatever is on, you know what I'm saying?
True,
So
true.
you're getting something injected in you. So women's always getting polluted no matter what. Because guys are injecting them. Penises go inside. It's not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you're two guys. Two different story.
I have career day next week.
So you understand what I'm saying? So my dad would always say that, and my mom's thing was like, men leave full and come back empty, and women leave empty and come back full.
Cool. Okay. Hello.
You know, so-
That's why her lasagna is bomb.
Hey, she locked. Hey, my dad was
Yeah.
a bigger player than I was, so my mom.
Is that
locked-
right? Okay.
Yeah, yo,
I listen. My parents have kept their relationship private. I don't even know if there's ever been any turmoil in their relationship, which I applaud for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I can't say. You know what I
my
mean?
dad in Europe, my mom told me when
Yeah.
she met my dad, she was young, and he took her home. And he already had 2 women living with him,
Oh my god.
and the women were like arguing, and he's like, "Yo, you need to stop this shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring somebody else here." And there's like, "You wouldn't dare." And
Right.
he went out and got my mom,
Those are those Italians.
and guess what?
Right.
And she won.
Good for her.
He kicked all the other two out, and he married her, and that was it.
And now we have Barris.
And then
Yes, okay.
and here I come later on in
Yes,
life.
I love it.
You know?
I have we are running out of time, unfortunately. I hate this. I wish we had 5 hours, but we are due for our own brunch.
Yes.
I'm free this weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon, I'm free because I have an event. Hello. But, you know, are there challenges that you guys face in your relationship, you know, with you having to take on the responsibility of the restaurant? I'm sure Jimmy still likes to go out and be flashy, you know what I mean, and go out and stuff like that. You know, you're a mom. You've got 3 of his kids now. You're relatively young. Do you guys face challenges in your relationship as it pertains to having to run the restaurant, but you still want to go out? And then maybe you want to go out, but you don't have time because you have kids. You know what I mean? Things like that.
There's challenges.
I
I think so.
first of all, we hardly argue.
Okay.
Like we probably like last time we got in a big fight was like
I don't even remember.
like maybe years ago. Like
Sure.
legit. Like we don't get in. Like we never argue. We never get in fights.
Yeah.
I think we have a very good relationship as far as like he never questions me about anything. Like anything. No, what money I spend, where I go. Like
I never tell her no. She's like,
he
with
never-
my friends, I'm like, go.
Yeah.
yeah. And
like, I don't-
I never do this. I never do the same. People
Yeah, I
have
can
told
come
me.
home at 5 in the morning and she'll never be like,
And
you
I'm
know,
yeah,
like,
and
literally,
people tell
she's
me
like-
all the time. They're like,
5 in the
"Oh, my
morning.
man
No,
ain't
for
coming
real.
home at 5 in the morning," and
man,
I
yeah.
don't like. I legit.
No, this
don't.
happened.
But you trust him.
It's happened where
I
I just
do.
sit
Yeah.
there and I bullshit till late, and I'm like, oh, shit's late.
It's
I gotta
5,
go.
yeah.
But you know, she never questioned, never got mad about it. Like, you know, it was like, you know, hey, what happened? She'd be like, hey, what happened? I was like, oh, we was just bullshitting at the end of the
Sure.
day. And, you know,
But I never questioned
but
him.
I never
He
got, she never got mad at me
questions
about it.
Yeah.
But I don't go out that much, like, you know, like
I think
not
he's
like
very
yeah.
involved with the kids right now.
There's been
Okay.
100 times that I was like, I'm going out tonight,
And then you don't.
and I just sat on the couch with my son.
And then he gets home and the kids are like,
And I'm,
"Dad,
yeah,
Dad."
and I'm
Yeah.
like,
He's a
I don't-
really
I was
good
like,
dad.
I don't
That's
go
good.
with
That
Yeah.
is so
Like,
good. Yeah.
I'd rather chill with my kids.
Yeah, and you know, and you're
But with
older,
the-
Jimmy. At the end of the day,
But
you
with
know
the
what I
work
mean?
thing,
Yeah.
sometimes we want to do things and we can't because I
Right.
got to work or somebody
Yeah.
didn't show up or
Right.
you know, and it's a lot of like we want to take a trip, can't do it. Want to go here,
Right.
I can't do it. It's always something, and you know that's the big dilemma. The party thing, we're not really worried about.
Sure.
Like, she can party. I told her whenever she wants to go out with her friends, go ahead.
Go
So
ahead.
during the day while I'm at work, she does a lot of like.
Because I have a mom group.
She has
Yeah.
a mom group that she
So,
goes
like,
out
great.
with.
I think that's
I go
fantastic.
out
Yeah.
and we go eat. Like we will be out all day. We'll go
Yeah.
eat. We'll take the kids here. Like we'll go to the park for like 5 hours. Like
Sure,
and
sure.
he like I can.
I don't even
just,
question.
But
I don't
that's a
ask her where
healthy
she's
group
at.
of people to be with, though.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like-minded people and your children.
I also
Yeah,
think
so-
we're really open about like everything,
Mm-hmm.
and we talk about all our stuff like with other people,
Sure.
like about everything. Like
Yeah.
if we get in a fight, like we'll like or not fight, like
So I go to work and work. My work is my family because I'm with them all day long.
And then
Yeah.
he goes,
So I vent to
Shelby,
them.
come here. What do you think
I
about
vent to
this?
them. You know, like get opinions.
And so I'll get there and they're
Okay.
like, "Are you okay?" Like we're just very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
open.
very
like,
open.
Yeah, I think that helps a lot.
Obviously, it's working for you guys, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And you know, I think it's so great having you both. You know, originally we were supposed to just have Jimmy on the show, and then we added. I don't know, and I like that
She
you came on. Yeah.
insisted.
Well,
I
I think I don't
This show
think-
would have been a whole other conversation.
Hold on a second.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
think he would have been here had it not been for her.
No.
I stopped texting
I'll-
this bitch.
I'll-
So I
I'll tell
only
you
started
one thing,
texting
out
her.
of
Yeah.
the two,
Yeah.
I'm more reliable and on time than she ever is.
Y'all were here before me.
No, but she'll tell you why, because of me, not because of her.
Okay.
She's
That's
always
not
late to
true.
everything.
I
No,
No, I've gotten better about it.
Maybe
Listen.
honest. Or you're not
Anyway.
always late to 90% of the time to everything.
No.
I am, regardless of the fact, Anna, thank you for helping make this happen, and thank you for coming on the show with
you for
Jimmy.
having
Okay,
me.
now and you know I'm just super grateful that
You know
you
how many
both
times
came
I had to
on
wake her up to get out of bed today?
today. Did you have sex with her to come?
No, I had 3 kids
okay.
pushing me off the bed. I slept on the nightstand.
Well, how about
basically.
this? You guys can go have post public affair sex. There you go.
But we got no kids at home for real.
Yeah, hello.
We.
And then we can go for brunch this weekend. Real quick, before we go, again, thank you guys both for coming on to the public affair. Now, you know, Jimmy, you are helping run or own or what's going on with Barris or.
Oh, I'm half owner. My brother's the other half.
Okay, half owner of Barris. If you guys have not been to Barris, one of the best Italian restaurants here in town, and where can we find you?
904 North Valley Mills. I mean, everybody waits.
Everybody knows where it's at, but
it's on
then-
Valley Mills Drive with
Okay.
BYOB. Bring your own
And just
favorite beverage.
real quick, before we go to, can you please do something with that parking lot, please?
I tried.
Please.
I tried to get the parking lot next door.
Yeah.
But the Mexican
Okay.
restaurant next door, I don't know. They're very upset with us because
Oh.
we get busy.
Hello.
So when our customers park there, they try to tow them.
I don't know.
So
what that
I own the
person-
building.
They put up
Valleys.
a gate.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
And
And
whole
you know what?
thing.
Like I understand that they're upset about but I was like I could understand if their parking lot was busy and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
taking it, but if they were not busy, I don't see what the problem is. But so I offered one time to pave the concrete in the back, but they were just being ridiculous about like a rental price. So I bought the building
shit.
next door to it.
Okay.
So I own the vet clinic next door.
Yeah.
So I tell people they can park behind there.
so we
in
can
the
park
front.
at the vet clinic.
Oh, yeah, just walk
Okay,
across.
good, because
So
sometimes
if you're ever on Valley Mills, you'll see people walking
Yes.
past Valleys to my restaurant.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be turning around. I'm like, oh, no, I'm gonna park. Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
listen, I'm super grateful that you came on, Jimmy and Anna. Thank you again for coming on. And are you guys taking any memberships for the moms group in case moms are watching this, or are you guys full right now?
It's a very exclusive group.
Hello.
One of the greatest things I like about
Yeah.
her is her versatility with friends. She doesn't just hang out with one group of
Wait,
friends,
I
like the
got
one
you.
she just grew up with.
Yeah.
She hangs out with a variety of different people. And then I think this mom's group also helped her on another level.
Right.
Because these are actually mature, responsible adults.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest one.
She's
These,
the youngest
these
one in
people
the
are
whole
like
crew.
30 and.
Okay.
And
I feel old.
But I think it,
Oh no! I mean, like they're like. They
and I
have,
mean, it's,
I
it's,
understand
and it's a
what you're saying.
variety
Okay.
of people. Like you
Yeah.
know, like one's I think a doctor's wife. The other one has a jewelry shop. That the one
San
actually
Jose,
made San
that
Jose
made the-
Jewelry.
yeah.
Adam.
I was gonna ask
he
you to
made
wear the
this-
chain. Yeah, but
he made this for me. You know what I'm
Hello.
saying? And I mean, so she has a variety of people like that.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's like
Yeah.
people she would have never met if it wasn't for the mom group.
Right, I got
So
you.
big shout out to them. If you look at it, it's like a whole melting pot. They're all different. And I like that. That's a New
that's
York
so
thing.
great. That is so, yeah,
It's a New
absolutely
York
it
thing.
is,
Like
yes.
we associate with everybody.
With
There's
everybody.
no like discrimination.
Hence the guests that have been on the public affair.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we love that. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
yeah.
you.
No,
Yes, I
I love
appreciate
I
it.
love the moms. I just feel like that's like one of my. I couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And I think it was a big benefit because now they all get together and they discuss, children.
Do the thing.
And they figure like what works for you. What
Yeah,
works
I'm
for
like,
you.
is your kid crazy? And they're like, no, yeah, like my kid
They're
does the same.
psycho,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I love them.
Well, you guys can catch me, Jimmy, and Anna, and Jesse, and Tanya are going to be there too. We're going to be outing a brunch, hopefully this weekend. Just
Lucas.
make it happen.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll start at Lucas and then we'll work our way around.
And then we'll go to tequilas.
Man,
okay, I've not been to
They got
Tequila's.
this tiramisu French
Yeah.
toast
Yes.
on Lucas. Woo.
Shout out to Tequila's because it's across the street from Lucas, right?
It's right next.
It's right
to
next
you.
door.
Oh, right
Same
next
shopping
door.
center.
Okay, I want to go check it out because I haven't been to Tequila's yet, and I do want to. And everybody
Yeah.
keeps telling me to go, and I know all my friends be going. I just don't be going out at night. Do they serve mimosas during the day?
No, we
We'll,
don't.
we'll talk to the owner.
Well, we got
yeah.
mimosas
Yeah.
we got mimosas at Lucas.
Well, no, we have
and
them at
then
Lucas.
At 6 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, we'll
they
go
open
to.
up.
Okay,
we'll
so-
open the bar early.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Since
We're gonna
the
figure
owner's
it out.
daughter's right here. She
Hello.
can open the bar whenever
Yeah,
you need.
girl. Okay.
We got it.
You guys, thank you for coming on to the show.
course,
I
of
appreciate
course.
it, and I'm
Thank you
looking
for
having
forward to
us.
hanging out with you guys in a different setting.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
big congratulations to everything that you guys have going on in your relationship. And I'm super grateful that you guys were open with us, and keep the sex alive, and keep Jimmy young,
got
if you
you,
will.
girl.
Keep Jimmy young.
I'm
Okay.
trying.
Hey, I had to retire. I took it off because my screen name used to be Jackhammer Jim on my
So
screen.
now it's just
Alright.
Jim.
Now it's just Jim.
Well, you guys can go find the OnlyFans. I'm not doing that.
No, so like, no, I said, for you, I retired, I hung it up. So
Hello. Okay.
It's hung up.
How sweet.
Hey.
You guys, thank you for tuning into this episode of The Public Affair. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go eat lunch at Barris, one of the best Italian restaurants here in town, and then make sure you get some drinks at Tequila's as well. Right next to Lucas Pizzeria, which is at 3125 Bellmead Drive. To everybody tuning into this episode, I'm just going to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode was brought to us, of course, by Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio, home for audio, LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also put a really super lit bass system in my car, so when you hear Christina Aguilera in the South or in Bellmead, that was me. That was me. Yes, it was. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He's your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. The summertime is coming too. You guys need some good tint on your car? He's got you. Make sure you guys hit him up, Boil Box and Audio. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Ana Limones for Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. Call for all party decor, including beautiful balloon props, giving an extra for your party or event with a number of wooden backdrops as well. Contact the screen for more information, for booking as well. All her stuff is 100% her. She puts her blood, sweat, and tears in it. That woman works harder than anybody I know. Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. And of course, to my boy Julio Arriaga with JC Painting and Drywall LLC. Contact for all drywall and beautiful new paint for your new property, both commercial and residential. His work is honest, true, and can guarantee 100% satisfaction living by his slogan. Just imagine we can make it happen. Muchas gracias por todo, mi amigo Julio. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. To all of you guys, thank you for tuning into this exciting episode of The Public Affair. I've got more on the way. Jimmy, Anna, thank you guys for coming on.
Appreciate you.
Our
Thank
our
you.
next visit will be brunch, and
Yes.
whatever happens there,
I don't know how you don't get tongue-tied. I was like, holy shit.
whatever happens at brunch, Jimmy, don't forget to always keep it between us.
It's always between us, yo.
That's it.
Except none's between us.
Hello.
Speak it up.
Yeah.
How did you guys have fun? You did good.
Oh, we did good.
No, y'all. I loved it. Y'all took it over, and I was like, perfect. This is great.
We
No,
talk a lot.
Let's take some pictures real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let me move this.
This has been a Rogue Media Network